You ever type reply so fast your thumbs deserve a scholarship and your soul deserves a timeout? 1 minute it's just a comment. The next minute you're defending your entire belief system in a thread with a guy named Patriot Eagle 1776. You've got facts, receipts, a closing argument, and zero curiosity about the person. James tells us to be quick to listen, slow to speak, because the Spirit is not in a hurry. We're talking about how to slow the scroll, yo, lower the volume, and make room for God's word to actually land.
Got it. Man, how many times have we been guilty of that? Conversing with Patriot Eagle 1776, trying to prove him wrong.
You're friends with him too?
Isn't everyone? But I mean, it's so true though, right? We read something on social media and immediately we have to put the person in their place, right? And we do that out of this kind of like, I don't know, this little moral justification. So what we're talking about today is James 1, 19 through 21. So here it is. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. So like, this is important, right? Then just say, hey, brothers and sisters, here's something to think about. No, he's like, take note of this. So this is important.
Write it down.
Everyone.
Write it down.
Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires for us. Therefore, get rid of all your moral filth and the evil that is so prevalent, and then humbly accept the word planted in you, which can save you. Like, take note of that, Bill.
We're, you know me well. We live in a fast world. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about the 15-year-old car that you're driving that's been to the mechanics way too many times. I mean, just in general, fast comments, fast this, fast that. We are, society is quickly becoming, if not already becoming, really addicted to short form video. Boom, 30 seconds, boom, 15 seconds, we're gone. Oh, I don't like what he said. I got to comment on that. And the next thing you know, we're fighting again with Eagle Patriot 1776.
Right. And all of that is true. However, I believe human nature is we've always been quick to speak and always quick to get angry, right? I mean, you're sitting in a meeting at work and somebody says something that you disagree with, and what's the first thing we want to do is like, I got to put them in their place.
Yeah.
I got to tell them why they're wrong. I got to tell them why I'm right. And we do that in relationships. We do. I mean, so it's not just social media. Social media has just made it worse, I believe.
Agreed.
That's what James is talking about. Like that's backwards. We're doing it wrong when we do it that way. We need to flip the script a little bit and said, instead of speaking really quickly to something or and then getting upset about it, what the person said, like, we just need to like bite our tongue and just listen.
The only thing we're told to be quick about here is quick to listen, and paraphrase, quick to shut up.
Quick to shut up.
And open your mouth, and open your ears, not open your mouth.
If any of you are familiar with Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, right? And I would go as far as saying probably the principle that he's probably most known for is the whole idea of listen to understand before listening, or I'm sorry,
seek first.
The thing that he's probably most recognized for, the principle that he's most recognized for is the whole idea of seek to understand before seeking to be understood, which is just that simple idea is like, hey, why don't you listen to the person, try to understand what they're saying and why they're saying it before you add your commentary to it.
Everybody wants to get their say in. I got my 2 cents. I'm going to spend it right here. and I'm going to interrupt you 17 times in order to try and do it.
Yeah, and and some of it, I mean, I got to believe a lot of that also then just comes back to we do that because of our ego. Like I need you to understand me. I need you to hear my point of view. It's about me, Bill. It's about me.
It's
So
about
listen
it,
to me.
it's about
No, Bill, I said listen to me.
it's about me justifying my existence in the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, I'm convinced more and more that probably the smartest people in the room are the ones that aren't saying anything.
Yeah.
And I want to say they're not. I don't think they're quietly judging. Maybe some of them are, but at least they've learned to be, quick to listen. I'm gonna listen. But then we come down to the like verse 21. Okay, we've got the quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to become angry, because God's anger does not produce righteousness. But then we
Mhm.
come across this line that we've wrestled with. Therefore, get rid of all moral filth and the evil that is so prevalent, and humbly accept the word planted in you, which can save you. Moral filth sounds like an oxymoron.
It does.
It-
How can something moral, which i.e. is good, and filth is i.e. bad, how do the two go together?
yeah. So we go back. I think we lean on the fact that the previous passage, where we know that God doesn't change. He does
Mhm.
not change.
And everything is good and perfect from him.
Right. And so God doesn't produce dirt. And we're looking at this statement, moral filth.
Mhm.
So, moral filth, a definition you can wrestle with. Moral filth is anything in you that pretends to belong to God when it clearly doesn't.
Which, when we speak fast and or respond quickly and get angry about it or get upset about it and have to kind of prove ourselves, and we've not truly listened to the other person's point of view, that we're now creating something that's probably, we believe it to be true, but it's probably not from God. And as a result, we get this idea of moral filth. So absolutely, we know we have a point to make,
Absolutely.
but we might be missing the person.
Yeah. When we think about it, we should, first of all, not necessarily, it's not that we don't care about the other person's opinion, but we need to care about the other person as a
Mhm.
person.
Correct.
We don't want to miss what the person is struggling with, what the person is going through, why they have this opinion in the first place. We don't understand all this stuff that they're going through. We just don't quite, I don't know, get it. So,
Something that we talk about, like my leadership training and things like this, talking about helping supervisors understand their people better and things like that. It's like we don't always have to agree with the person. We don't even have to like the idea of what they're saying, right? So we don't have to agree with it. We don't have to like it. But once we understand it, it allows us to at least accept it as that's their thought, it's their belief, it's their whatever. And I think sometimes we miss that, right? It's like I don't have to like it to understand it, but we skip that, right? We just say I don't like it, therefore I'm gonna just yell and scream and get angry about it at you. But I never took the time to understand it. And when I'm getting angry about it, then that's not from God, and therefore I'm full of moral filth.
moral filth.
Moral
So,
filth.
let's take these three things to heart right here. First
Yep.
is create for yourself the pause rule. Big pause button. Maybe we should get a T-shirt with two lines on it here. Pause. Stop it. But the pause button. You put a speed bump on your mouth. Uh,
I mean,
do,
what's
do,
the? I mean, the old thing is like count to 10.
just yeah, count to 10. Well, if I count to 10, I'll lose track of what the person is saying. Might not be a bad thing.
Might not be a bad thing. And if nothing else, at least if you count to 10, you haven't
Yeah,
spewed stuff.
right. It's the idea of not reacting,
Mm.
but responding. And the only way to respond is to pause. think it through, because the last thing you want to do is start saying something that you, off the top of your head, that you can't quite back up.
Right.
And you find
So
yourself backtracking. So that's the first thing is the pause rule. Put a speed bump on your mouth.
then the second one is start asking some clarifying questions. Like try to understand what the person is saying and why they're actually saying it. And I love just this very 3-word simple phrase. Help me understand.
Help me understand what you mean.
Yep. Help me understand what you're
Can,
saying.
can you say more?
Can you tell me more about that? What are you hoping that I'm getting from this? What am I missing? You
Well,
know,
yeah.
but here's the thing, right? Is like we have to be able to say that with the right intent. We have to say it with the intention of I truly want to understand. I'm not just saying it to,
Hmm.
from from this idea of like I'm trying to prove my point
You're,
by
you're
making you
you're
not
not trying to understand in order to come back with a sharper retort. Okay, you're trying to understand.
true. Yep.
It's not about the conversation per se. It's about the person and where they are. Help me understand what you mean. You're actually trying to find out about the person, and it's more important to understand the person than to understand their opinion of why diesel is better than straight gasoline.
Yeah. So I think a couple of things for us to kind of just like if you are in that, and we all are from time to time, like we're quick to react, we're slow to listen. I mean, we get it backwards, right? Versus what James is telling us to do. But if we know that we do that and regularly, then some calls to action here, like, start thinking about where do I actually react the fastest? Is it with certain people? Is it certain situations? Is it certain topics? Like get a feel for when do I tend to do that the most?
We missed the third point, and I actually said, "Hey, there's 3 points."
Yeah, I don't like that third point.
So the third point we don't like, and so we're not going to put it in. So it's basically the third point is basically reduce reactive input, and that's you say it real simple. Don't react, respond. Moving on.
Yeah. So then I was done with the call to action pieces.
Yeah, yeah. So who do I need to listen to this week without correcting or fixing them? Oh, we want to fix things so badly. Stop it.
Well,
Stop it.
the bill, have you seen some people need fixed,
Therein lies the argument all by itself.
right?
You're right. Some people need
Yeah,
fixed, and we're not talking about dogs and cats either.
yeah. But we're not the one to fix them, right?
Right.
That's not our job. That's not our job to fix them.
We're digressing. So let's just cut to the thought, cut to the very end. Be quick to shut up, slow to react. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
keep
think it's
God
a good place.
and keep the person in mind and not the argument. It's about loving the person. It's not about loving their argument.
Good point. That's Bill.
That's Jamie.
That's Bill.